if you are here today, you are a member or soon-to-be member of our ecosystem, either as an investor, an executive at a portfolio company, or at a major corporation. In fact, you can be a member of both. If you're at a corporation or a portfolio company, we welcome you as an investor as well. We have a physical event like this in order to drive connectivity. In fact, between yesterday and today, we'll have close to 1,000 meetings between investors and portfolio companies, and over 500 between corporations and our portfolio companies driving that. But what about the rest of the year? How do we drive connectivity? How do we drive that network effect when we're not here physically? We've sought to rise to this challenge at OurCrowd by developing a networking platform in parallel with our investing platform, the first feature of which went live in late summer. You see bolded here a screenshot of opportunities, right below opportunities, introductions. You saw Alana earlier talked about the opportunities. This is a feature that allows our companies to reach out to the crowd, not just for capital when they're raising money, but for introductions. You click that, and I encourage all of you to, and you see a list, you can scroll down, of introductions our portfolio companies are seeking to open doors where you can help. And it reminds you if you're an investor, so you can help yourself make more money by opening that door. If you click yes, very short form to fill out that will be followed up by a member of our corporate development team. And we also urge you to consider sometimes signing in with LinkedIn so we're able to bring opportunities and introductions that are more suited to your background as best we can. So that's a few minutes about introductions and connectivity initiated by the portfolio companies. To talk about connectivity initiated by corporations, I'd like to welcome my colleague Dan Fishel to talk about our innovation program.
Today, we are very, very excited to launch our brand new corporate partnership, OurCrowd Innovate, that connects corporations with Israeli innovation. But before I tell you about Innovate, I want to talk for 2 minutes about how not to die. Because if you go to your nearest corporate graveyard, you see something that looks like this. There's a few big dead companies, but there is a growing number of zombies. Companies that are half dead, half alive. And the alarming part is their number is going to grow exponentially over the next few years. And this is hard data. The average life expectancy of a company of the S&P 500 index has gone down from 60 years to less than 20 today to just about 12 in a few years from now. Do you know why this is happening? 2 words: tech disruption. Now, tech disruption is nothing new. It's been with us since the Industrial Revolution. What's new is the pace in which it happens. It took Americans 50 years to adopt electricity in their homes. It took them less than 10 to adopt the smartphone. So the question is, can corporations innovate fast enough? And the answer is, of course they can, but that innovation is incremental in nature, from 3 to 5 razor blades. What corporations are really struggling with is disruptive innovation. What Netflix did to the DVD, what Spotify did to the CD. If you're manufacturing DVD, would you invest in streaming technology to cannibalize your business? Of course you wouldn't. But this is exactly what you need to do to stay ahead of competition. So now the question is, who is the competition? And believe it or not, most big corporations still believe that their biggest competitor is the other big corporation. What we believe is that in the innovation economy, the real competitors are very, very hard to see because there are so many, and they are called startups. And they specialize in just one thing, and that one thing they do really, really well. And as a group, they go after every single line of business of a corporation. If you're a bank, they go after credits and loans and mortgages and SMBs. If you're an insurance company, they replace your agents with bots. You get the point. But the real point is that corporations that do not know how to partner or invest in startups are doomed to die. And it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to be a very long and painful and slow death all the way into Zombieland. But luckily, there's OurCrowd Innovate. And OurCrowd Innovate is based on the notion that corporations go along an innovation journey. And our solution is based on innovation blocks, services you can mix and match for every step of the journey. There are 3 types of blocks: knowledge, engagement, and community. On the knowledge, we're very proud to announce today a partnership with New York University, NYU. Together, we designed executive education programs that help executives that come to Israel and meet all these startups put a framework around this disruptive technology that they can bring back to their corporations. We allow executives to connect directly with our investment team for thought leadership to validate a strategy. And we also publish reports that are concisely written for the busy executives. You don't need 400 pages about quantum computing. Who's going to read that, right? 4 is more than an executive needs. On the engagement side, we do technology scouting, VC approach to technology scouting, vetted startups that solve corporate big needs. We make these connections. But once we make these connections, we also work with our portfolio company, Proof. They've developed a proof of concept as a service platform to guide corporations through test driving a startup. We're also launching today 2, in my belief, disruptive investment vehicles that completely disrupt the LP model. Corporate investment vehicle, one that invests directly in the OurCrowd portfolio in a highly discretionary and flexible way, and the other one is an outsourced CVC that can invest in any company, fully managed by OurCrowd. Lastly, the community blocks, a variety of activities that connect corporations with one another and together with the Israeli tech ecosystem. So that's OurCrowd Innovate. We use the knowledge, the expertise, and the network of OurCrowd to connect corporations with Israeli innovation. We have a booth. Please come join us. Thank you very much. And for the next segment, I'd like to call back to the stage Alec Ellison.
Thank you.